I'm going to be really, I'm going to be really upsetting so many people. I'll be upsetting so many people in this video, especially maybe my family that they won't agree with what I'm about to say in this video, right? This is about religion in Nigeria, right? Because with the whole situation of things that is going on in Nigeria, everybody knows it is only in Nigeria that we still believe. Sorry, it is only in Nigeria we still believe it is God that will still come and save us. It is only in Nigeria. Me and you know God will not come and save us, because if those terrorists could enter into church and kidnap people, right? Kidnap people in the church, I don't know why God did not even save them. Where they were praising Him, they were actually worshiping God. And I have this debate with somebody I have this debate with somebody, and the person said, "Oh, maybe there's a sin, blah blah." And I said, "Why do you always all of you always put something to a sin? So are you saying this God is unforgiving God?" Because the question is, if you keep putting sin onto every bad circumstances that happen to anybody, or bad situation that happen to anybody, then that means God is an unforgivable God. He doesn't forgive. Everything is said in that Bible, it's all lie. Because if you look at it, because I have this debate too with someone, I said, at the end of the day, he said in the Bible, he said, I honor my name. I honor my word more than my name. You honor your words more than your name. Then the question now is, if you cry, if you say, you now said in the Bible again that ask, it shall be given, knock, and the door shall be open. How come we've been asking in Nigeria for years? Nothing has been given back to us. How come we've been knocking, the doors have not been opening to us? Let's be real with ourselves. Let's come out and be honest with ourselves. That at the end of the day, Baba God no go come save both of me and you. We have to save ourselves. And it's the high time we start telling ourselves the honest truth. Honest truth is high time we start telling ourselves that honest truth that we don't want to talk about. Because when it comes to religion, yes, Nigerians are so religious, but they don't want to put things into reality. That at the end of the day, the government have a duty. The government have a duty to protect life and property, but they are not. They are either negotiating with terrorists on who to kidnap tomorrow or who to go and buy tomorrow. But we still sit down here and be calling on God is going to shake God is going to do this, God is going to do that. It's high time we come together and start facing the reality. Because for some of us, we are tired of all this story of let's keep praying, let's keep prayer does not do anything for anybody. Prayer is for between you and God. It doesn't help in real situation. It doesn't. If you have a car, you don't put a brake in it, prayer will not save you from that. And you know there's no brake in it, prayer will definitely not save you from that. So if you do something which God we keep saying, God has given us everything in Nigeria that we own, but we are not making use of it. We have money. Nigerians have money. Nigeria as a whole has money. But who are the people spending it? Anybody that is in politics, anybody that is a family of politicians, those are the people enjoying it, or their friends and allies. Those are the people enjoying the wealth. Because if anybody want to say, they'll say, Tinubu is doing great. He's doing some policies that will favor, that is trying to build Nigeria from the scratch. But what is the benefit with the building you are doing for a common man? With all this policy that we are talking about, what is there for the common man? The only thing for the common man, you send them back to church or back to mosques to go and keep praying. They only pray and 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 pray, and nothing is happening. You're giving them hope that will never happen to some people till they die. We need to start facing reality in that country. It's high time we start facing reality. that God will not come from heaven to help us. Is the honest truth. God will not come from heaven to help us. We now need to be challenging our government. We need to be challenging those politicians. We need to be attacking them left, right, and center so that they can do the needful, do a proper road, put security in the country. Let there be food. Food should be cheap, for affordable for everyone. No child should go hungry. You don't keep praying for your children to go hungry, that you can't afford to take your. I asked a question. I said, that Lekki that they keep saying Tinubu built in Lagos, that area that they said Tinubu built, show me one park that children could go for free and play. There is none. You have to pay to get into a park. Whereas in a civilized country, there's park on every area. Every adugbo has a park for children to play, to ease the stress of the parent, to ease the stress on the children. But there's nothing like that for anybody. And you tell me they are doing something, and you keep going to church every Sunday to pray. Even the church got that made schools. Tell me, what schools are they doing that is free? They will come back to us. They will say, is it not money we will use in paying the teachers? Story for the gods. If you know you can't do something, there's no point doing it. When they brought the religion to you, was school not free for you lot? All these old people, was school not free for you lot? So what are you giving back to the community? And all the people that they are even saying they are doing charity work as well, they just squander the money. They buy rice, they buy jollof rice, they share. I've started hearing people talking about them. They want to give rice, they are doing it for their own foundation so that they can use it in raising money when elections start next year or every season of election. That's what they do. That's what all your celebrities do. They are only enriching their pockets with all this charity work. We do charity work. We know how charity works. There's no money in charity work. Because you've given your life back to the community to support, to help people, to help an ordinary person that can afford to help themselves. But at the end of the day, we will still put every blame on God. They will still send you back to church. Go and pray. Pastor will tell you, pray for your government so that they can. We don't pray for the government in UK here. We don't. We tell them the truth. We challenge them. If they make a wrong decision, we challenge them. We write a petition. We sign. But that can't happen in Nigeria. They will send us to go and pray. It's high time. You Nigerians, we need to start facing the reality and stop all this nonsense. I've said it many times. Anybody that is supporting APC or any politicians in Nigeria, you are part of the problem. It's high time we face the truth and start telling ourselves the truth. Because nobody is benefiting. You want to travel to Nigeria now, you are scared. You have family in Nigeria, you are scared. You have to call them every morning. I hope you guys are safe. What kind of country is that? What kind of country is that? Because at the end of the day, I sat down here, I just looked at it, I said, at the end of the day, you know how many times I've left my door open, that I came back home, and we forgot to lock the door, but nobody came in to steal. But can you do that in Nigeria? In your Lekki, can you do that? Be real with yourself. You don't even trust your gate man. Talk less of your brother that you live in the same house. You don't trust anybody. Because the whole system is built on corruption. The whole system is built on lie. And it's religion. Religion is the biggest problem of Nigeria. It's the biggest problem. Biggest problem. Because you pray for God to give you food, but you don't have a job. You pray for God to give you good health, but you don't eat good food. You don't look after yourself. You don't have good roads that will give you less stress. You don't have good medical place to go. You don't have good hospital. So how does that? I don't know how people think in that country. In all fairness, I don't know how you guys think. Because you can't sit down and just look at it and say, "Duro, no, wait. We pray for this thing. Must we pray for hospital? Must we pray for the doctors? No, we don't have to. They've went to school to study. They know what they are doing. So they should do the needful. I'm not saying miracle don't happen, but miracle should be beyond human imagination. It shouldn't be something that a common person can do. It shouldn't be something that is common. That's not a miracle. You apply for visa to a country and they granted you visa. That's not a miracle. Let's be factual. You went to the hospital and came back alive. That's not a miracle. Unless maybe you die and you wake up and they've confirmed you dead and blah, blah, blah. And something happened, you wake up from the dead. That's a miracle. Oh, you know what? Sometimes I look at, I said, as educated as Nigerians are, they are the most gullible people that you can ever have a debate with, because the way they reason, sometimes you sit down and say, are you sure you went to school? Are you sure you are well educated? You ask yourself that question. Are you sure this person go to school at all? You ask yourself that question because you look at the way they reason, the way they think, and you be like, and the way they defend the government, all because of, listen, let's be real with ourselves. There's nothing you brought to this world and there's nothing you are taking back. And I keep saying this to people. I've said this many times to people that are closer to me. I said, listen, the reason why Nigerians don't have generational wealth is because they are too selfish. Is me. They don't think about the generation to come. The difference between Western world and Africa is because Western world think of the generation to come. They want to leave that legacy for the generation to come. So they build. But what do? We squander. We go to parties to go and pop champagne. We pop champagne. Wear the best designers. Wear the best shoes. You use the nice cars. Like that's the future. Then when you die, your children will now suffer. The famous people in Nigeria back then, where are their children? Where are their wealth? Be real with yourself now. How many companies in that Nigeria that they said they built since 1960 and is still standing and is owned by Nigeria? Give me one. But we have lots abroad because they maintain it. Because they build for the future. Even if the government should build the road is just within a week is gone. They squander the whole money. And we all sit down here and still be debating, be defending one nonsense government. Hey, Tinubu is doing well. Tinubu is shaking it. It's the previous government that ruined Nigeria. Who were the previous government? Is it not APC? Is it not Buhari? Was it Tinubu not there when... I don't even want to be talking about politics. In all honesty, I don't want to. But I'm just saying this. This video is for people to enlighten themselves. And this is your church that you always put everything. If you know your miracle really works, sit down at home, don't work, and let food come and meet. At least we have the woman of what's it called in the Bible that said, "Let me eat my last meal and die." And the prophet came to visit. And at the end of the day, they now have more and more to eat. So you can as well do that and live that kind of life. Don't work. Don't write application don't improve yourself to get a better job, or don't improve your business. Just let it be the same and just be praying and let's see if the miracle will work. That's not how miracle work. And even if God is real, the way you guys portray God in that Nigeria, you belittle him like he's nothing. A car that the tires are not good had an accident. The driver drink paraga before they left and now acts an accident. You will still, and that's when you will be blaming one stupid devil. Which devil? It's common sense now. It's common sense. Or somebody that is tired that went to drive or don't drink driving. It's common sense. You know, say, come on, you guys, stop all this. The day we now start realizing that religion is not going to save us in that country, that's the day Nigeria will start moving forward. Religion cannot save us. You see all these pastors, they use you guys to build they use you guys to build wealth. If they are sure of their wealth, why can't they assign somebody they too don't know to take over from them? Why must they be using their children as their personal assistants? Why are they putting their children into? Must the father be pastor and the children to be pastor? No, that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. You look at politics now, you see Wike is dragging his son around everywhere, making his son personal PA because he doesn't believe in what he's doing. He doesn't believe his children can survive when he's gone. They all know it now. Is that not the same thing Tinubu is doing? Look at Sheyi now, flying presidential jet everywhere, all because they know when their parents are gone, they can't survive. Is the fact. They can't survive. And the only thing they can do for themselves is to start building the country in a proper way. But they won't do it. They will not do it now. Peace and love, M27 Nigeria. And I love you all. Like I always say, don't put yourself in trouble. Like all those religious people that come and deceive us that we are getting crisis. Peace out. M27 Nigeria.